presentation. This is our final project, and we will be covering the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So we are covering the impact and how it affected America and the history of America. So please enjoy.
The history of us.
In 1967, the first Super Bowl occurred between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Packers had been heavily favored to win the game. Although the Chiefs kept the game close in the first half, they would later go on to lose 35-10. The Green Bay offense was fueled by performances from Elijah Pitts and Bart Starr, who completed 16 of 23 passes, leading the Packers to a victory.
Daniel, welcome today to this historic day of the first Super Bowl. We see the classic matchup of David versus Goliath. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, I think that this Green Bay offense is just going to be able to run through this defense that the Chiefs have acquired. What do you believe?
Honestly, Daniel, I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening at all because you know what they say, defenses, they win championships.
I can see where you're coming from, but this running back, he's a legend in the making. I don't think that this defense is just going to be able to do anything to him.
Daniel, you bring up a good point, but if anybody can stop this running back, who is more of a myth than anything, honestly, I've never heard of him before, it will be the Kansas City shutdown defense.
Well, what about this middle linebacker? Do you think he's the key to their entire defense?
Well, that's an understatement, Daniel. He is pretty much the detrimental piece that makes their defense. Nobody has been able to get anything on this kid. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't see the Green Bay Packers winning.
Well, all right then. We'll just see after get what the game brings about. Well, thanks for tuning in to the pregame show. We'll see you during the game.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
Yep.
And the snap. Hand off to Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is running. The 20. The 15. The 10. The 5. Touchdown, Green Bay.
All right, welcome back to the post-game show. What do you think about that game, Braden?
Well, Daniel, it was a game. It was a mighty fine game with the final score of 35-10 in favor of the Packers. Honestly, I don't know what happened. The Kansas City just didn't show up, and you know it happens. It really does.
Do you think that this game is really going to start a movement in America?
Honestly, I can definitely see that happen. So the whole appeal of this game of football is the lack of corporate America just kind of commercializing it all. Because the average American, they don't want to see that. They just want to see a good game of football, and that's what I enjoy.
Do you think that what happened tonight with the Kansas City defense?
Yeah, they dropped the ball quite literally sometimes. You know that new running back, I don't remember his name, but whatever his name was, he was incredible. He could really run. He didn't look like he knew the plays. He might have been a little slow. He could really run.
I don't know what happened to our middle linebacker for the Chiefs tonight. What do you think happened with him?
Well, I think after that big hit at the end, you recall the one.
Yeah.
He's gonna be shaken up for a while. Yeah. So honestly, I think that's all the time we have tonight, folks.
Well,
good night.
The year was 1977, and the Atari 2600 gaming system was just released, providing the ultimate drive for the golden age of video games. Its immediate success changed the game, and people of all ages can now enjoy their favorite arcade games, plus more, at home. The Atari had many features that the other unsuccessful consoles lacked, such as interchangeable cartridges and plug-in controllers. The joystick, perhaps the most eminent and original controller, has become a universal symbol for video gaming as a whole since its release with the Atari 2600 in 1977.
Are you tired of the outdoors?
yeah,
Do you want something better?
of course.
Then have I got the thing for you. Now introducing the Atari 2600.
Man, there's so many games.
I know, it's over 27.
27.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, I don't think I'm ever gonna be going outside.
I don't know.
Dude, I really hope my kids end up playing video games, and then their kids, and then just forever video games.
This is gonna be the fastest growing industry in all of America.
In 1961, the East German government built a wall made of barbed wire along the border between East and West Berlin. Later on, the wall was extended to span the entire border between East and West Germany, known as the Berlin Wall. It would later be replaced by a taller wall made out of concrete and topped with barbed wire. The East German government built the wall to halt large numbers of defections and to prevent East Berlin from commuting to the West. However, many fled east to Czechoslovakia and Hungary, leading to a lift on travel restrictions on November 9th. Days later, the wall began to come down piece by piece. The wall was a failed gamble by the communists to retain their power in Germany.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall!
We in East Berlin have been oppressed for far too long.
It's time we take out this communist symbol separating East from West.
And West Berlin is ready to introduce you to modern democracy and all the spoils of capitalism.
In 1993, the ATF raided the Branch Davidian cult located in Waco, Texas, on the grounds of gun violations. A siege ensued after a gunfight occurred between the ATF and the cult. The FBI was then brought in to handle the siege, which lasted for 51 days. After the 51 days, the FBI raided the ranch. During the raid, a fire started, killing 76 people, including the leader, David Koresh. A big issue was the women and children in the compound. The FBI negotiated for the release of many of the children. The difficult thing was that the people truly believed Koresh, so they weren't hostages, and therefore negotiations could not be conducted.
Hello. Door secure. This is Bing Bong Benson. I work with the FBI. Who am I talking to? Hello, David Koresh? Hello, are you in charge here? Okay, good. So Koresh, I heard you have some kids in there. Is there anything I can help you with? Is there any way I could get you some food, maybe some water? Okay, alright. Is there any way, Koresh, that you could send some kids out? Koresh, you need to work with me here, okay, man? Hey, I know you're just trying to stand up for your beliefs, and I know that this is just what you want, but you can't be doing this, man. No, of course, don't you dare hang up on me.
David, some people showed up.
What was that?
There's people.
Who are they?
I think it's police.
Ring, ring. Hello? Yes, this is David Koresh. Oh, well, sir. Well, sir. Yeah, no, I'm just standing here in my house. I'm just trying to protect my right to bear arms and the First Amendment and all. No, sir. No, sir. I don't need anything from you. Sir, you better get off my property. We're gonna start shooting. Sir. You know what, Bing Bong? I don't like the way you're talking, Bing Bong. You think I can't take care of my own kids? Okay, alright, yeah.
Now show 'em.
Let's roll!
I think I heard something.